Well, good morning, sunshine. This is your daily insight on life and love for November 5th, 2020, also timeless. So if we ever pull to this in time, this could have a message for you, but it's general, collective. Don't force it to fit. If it doesn't fit, let it fall away. But if it does or if it doesn't, go ahead, reach out in the email address below or on any social platform and ask questions about booking your own personal reading. I have the coronavirus sale going on, and it's a lot of fun. All right, if you're new to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. If you are not new to the channel, keep the bell hit for notifications, and let's see what's up. I'm kicking this off with regular Rider Waite. What I like about this, it's a new beginning, it's new changes, big changes, new passionate changes. Why? You're throwing off the gloves. The gloves are coming off. And you are taking control of the situation. You are facing your junk. Whatever skeletons are in your closet, whatever confrontational situations are coming up ahead, you're facing them. You're not turning your back on it. You're facing the nightmare, and it's making it dissipate. You're going to see exactly how off-kilter this entire situation has been. And this is giving you that oomph, the go-ahead attitude, the I can do it attitude. It's massively empowering. It's in its own right causing a lot of stress, but it's the good stress. It's the I'm not going to stop in this monster of a situation. I'm going to push my way through it because I don't want to get stuck. Even though it's good stress, it's still stress. And it has a lot of fiery energy in it. I don't want you to turn away, and I know that you're not going to. You can't keep going in this direction, and I think that you know that. It's time for a massive change. I know I've said that a million times in this reading so far, but I feel like now it's time to have this ball rolling because there's a lot of restless anger behind it. So I think that once the momentum is going, you're going to be in for quite a ride. It's getting the energy back. It's the oomph. It's massive changes. It's the no BS attitude, no fluff around it. We're cutting straight to the point. And I love that we're not wasting any more time. I love that you're really making a huge impacting change in your life, your personal circle, I'm going to go with. This can involve life situations. This can involve people in your life. And also, if it is regarding people, I think that you are not going to beat around the bush in communicating what needs to be done around them. Getting rid of entitlement is going to be a massive one. I think your boundaries are going to be more than apparent. And also, if anyone has anything to say about it, well, they can just kind of go do their own thing. No more leeway. None. And I'm glad that you're at that point. It's not that I'm not saying that you're a doormat. There's a lot of things that could be factored in. Maybe people pleasing, maybe just wanting to be kind to everybody. But you want to know what? Now it's time to be cruel to be kind. And it's not even really cruel. It's drawing that line and, hey, you're not going to get through this unless, well, it's authentic and there's compromise. But I also feel like in that same breath, you've done enough compromising in your life. I'm not telling you what to do, not telling you what to do with your time, but I do see that you're drawing the line and enforcing it. So, my dearest, why is this happening? Because you are not going to start over in this situation. You've come too far. You're hesitating because you know exactly where this would have gone. You know the storyline, and you know the point of sacrifice and disloyalty. We're not going to do it. So, what else? By the way, I'm looking at this bad boy now. What's going on? Ay vey. This is probably involving some familiar repetitive cycle in your life or repetitive relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it's a repetitive relationship nonetheless. And I think you're tired of them. I think you're done with them. There's really no empathetic energy keeping you in this space anymore. You can have all the compassion and empathy towards them. You can love the person. You can also love them to stay far away from you. And I got it. I know exactly what you're feeling on that one. You're kaput. You're ready to move on. You're ready for the next phase of your life. Whatever that looks like. It's going to be good. Don't sweat that. With almost 8 billion people on the planet, not everybody's going to be on the journey with you. We're all in this together. I got it. All that stuff. But not everyone's going to be walking alongside you with this. Yeah, you don't want this to come together anymore. There's a lot of anxiety behind the situation. Something is getting on your nerves about this person. You have the King of Swords energy. Divine masculines, divine feminines, whoever you may be. Cutting to the quick. A lot of fire energy in this reading. You're not being irrational, but I do feel like you are being curt. I think that it's necessary. So, my dearest, what is coming up inside of you to be healed with this? Because I know that it's not the best feeling in the world when you're doing this, but the feeling afterwards, can you tell me that's not addictive? That motivation. Don't we need motivation? You need that light that something is changing. And it is. Something's greatly changed inside of you. All right. This is dealing with love. It doesn't have to be a romantic love. But we do have the romance card. When did you know? But I'm getting love. That's not all going to be romance. The blessings. I think that this person has had a major impact in your life, or persons. They've had a major impact in your life. How could they not? It keeps yo-yoing with this. Now you got to cut the string. Ooh, too many cards. Manifestation has been coming up a lot, especially in private readings. So, okay, the blessing. You're manifesting a blessing. What? Is it release and surrender? God, if that comes out again, I swear to God. Where are we going with this? Looking at these icebreaker duos. Found raspberry. Okay, so I really love these. Not like I have them all the time, but they're amazing. I found raspberry. Raspberry is like one of my favorite flavors. I don't know why I'm telling you that. It's not important. I'm just staring at the thing right now. This relationship, if you do not want to have a romantic partnership with them, or the relationship that you do have with them, I do see that this is going to be something where either you cut communication completely or evolve it into more of a friendly type deal. Still with the signs, the synchronicities, the new friendships that are coming in. And also, I think that you really have to work on developing more trust. I think that what I'm seeing here and what I'm feeling is it's kind of numb to the feeling of trust and wanting to get emotionally involved in this. I do feel like there's a lot of disappointment surrounding this situation where you just really just don't even care anymore. And I don't think that you ever thought that you'd get to that place, and yet here you are. So the signs and friendship and trust. You know, while I'm looking at this, I'm thinking maybe it's not about this person with the trust, the friendship, and the signs. I think that maybe you're manifesting them somehow away from your energy, maybe, out of arm's reach from you, and calling in relationships that you have to develop a trust for, that it's not just freely slapped on the table. And the signs are probably telling you to let this particular connection over here go, so you can actually have something a little bit more vibing with you come in. It's going to take time. I've been saying that all day today. It didn't take you a day to get here, to this point. Maybe it took you an instant to get to this realization, and congratulations. I think that's amazing. But it's going to take more than a day and a short amount of time to get you to where you want to go and where you need to be. Not by comparison of anyone else, just for you, for your own sake. So that's what's coming up to be healed. Trust and the ability to form new relationships and to pay attention to your spidey senses and the signs from the universe. So, okie dokie. Where are we going to take this? We were looking at the healing that's going on. What does the opposing side to this want to tell you? What does their higher self want to tell you? Let's do this. Okay. It feels pushy, combative, defensive, and very idealistic, but not really able to continuously stay reality-based. I love getting caught in a daydream, just like anybody else. This person, it seems like they can't get out of the daydream. And anyone who opposes it, that's where the defensiveness comes in. And that is not your circus, not your monkeys. Don't let it be made to be your circus or your monkeys. Cut through all the BS. All right. Where are we taking this? Well, that's what their higher self wants to tell you. If they were in front of you right now, because I doubt that they are, what would they want you to know? They're not ready to make these decisions. They're not ready to let this situation go. There's a neediness with it. It's karmic lesson. And I think that it's karmic lesson for both or any party involved in this situation, but also there is a feeling of loss. They have a feeling that this is already lost, which is not out of the realm of possibilities, but they're also not ready to let it go. They know that this change has to happen. It's just somehow they can't fully walk away yet. They're 1 foot in, or at least trying to keep 1 foot in. Okay. I get it. They're avoiding a lot of their shadow work. They're avoiding a lot of their responsibilities, personal responsibilities. And I think that they cast a lot of blame on exterior circumstances rather than take ownership for their stuff. But that's what makes you different from this, because I see that you are taking ownership of everything that's going on in your life and really gaining control back in your life. Them, I think they want to, but they don't quite know how to yet. And again, that's not your responsibility to get them to that point. You can help whoever you want on the planet, but it has to be something that is in the realm of possibility and authenticity with you. Burning yourself out and overextending yourself is only going to hurt you even more. And I think that you have to kind of be done with that. What is that noise? I think that's the heater. Okay. What are you holding back on? You're not shedding anything right now. What are you holding back on? What are you hoarding? What's the problem? Okay. Idealism about the situation and the persons involved. You're thinking that maybe they might change last second. Maybe it's just perseverance. I get it. I think that the ideals of this situation are really on the high tier. I think that it's great, but you're holding on to an idea that has been outgrown in you. You've evolved. And projected expectations. So I think that your heart is wonderful in this. It's kind of a little foggy in the head with it, though. No, I get it. So, what is Spirit's advice for you on how to get over that? you're over it, but you still are emotionally hoarding it and hanging on. Why? Ugh, why? I get it. It's these deep soul bonding connections, but why? It feels like soul family. It feels like soulmate, twin flame. It feels like a really intimate and deep soul relationship, but it also doesn't feel healthy. I'm not telling you to drop everybody in the planet that has somehow been energetically against you. You have to readdress the situation and do what's best for you. And I see a lot of you walking away from a lot of connections, but there's hesitance because there's ideals about the situation. You're getting a stone cold, sober look at the reality of it. And it's lacking a sense of emotion. I think that's where your numbness is coming in. We started off with a lot of swords. Now we're going with a lot of cups. I'm seeing a little bit of heartache. And that's probably a little necessary right now. So you can detach from this and move on. I see that this is involving some sort of a distraction or some sort of falsehood, and also a rejection feeling too, which is jarring in itself, and it's saddening. It's heartache. It's not what you want it to be. It's not anything that you idealize this to be, but it's coming forward as the truth. And it's forcing you to move on to from the situation. It's ultimately changing the entire situation to where the story has to end where it is and begin something new. And that is sad in its own way. Then there's really no way around it, and that's okay. But you have to know that you're going to get through this, and that hanging on to something that is really something that you've outgrown is madness, and it's going to lead to disappointment. Who is it that says, good job, you played yourself? I forget his name, but I love it. I love it, and it's so true. You know what this is bringing you to. Why are you lying to... Okay, I don't feel like you're lying to yourself now. Why is there still the undertone of either voice or thought of lying to yourself about the situation? Maybe, maybe not. No. So if you stay on this path, what is the projected future for you? Okay, where are we going to go? All right, so moving on. Too many cards. Too many cards. All right, so this one stayed from the ones I just put away. Getting emotional fulfillment and a lot of compassion after you get out of this situation. After you cancel this out, I do see that you'll be hesitant to get into another engaging situation. But also I see that you're going to find emotional fulfillment probably rooted in yourself. A lot of times we get in these relationships or connections because they think that we think, or they think, anyone thinks that it's going to potentially fill some sort of void in you. But it's that vacuum. It's never going to be filled unless you plug it up yourself and it comes from you. It has to be your material, not some sort of exterior alien material. Okay, so emotional fulfillment from yourself. And after that, what do you have to look forward to? And again, this is not going to end in 24 hours. This is right now, moving forward. You're going to cut off any sort of investment that reminds you of the situation, or is that repetitive cycle. I think you're catching yourself in all your repetitive patterns in life. I knew that this card was going to come out. Didn't know it was going to be in reverse, though. Let's see, the Queen of Swords, cutting it all away. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. It seems like not isolation, but solitude and calm and getting established for a little while. Finding your balance. Learning how to ride the wave. And being love in action. Yeah. A lot of filling your own cup. Being mature. not that you're immature, but being so emotionally grounded and beautifully emotional, but finding that center and all that beauty in life. There's a new artistry that feels like that's coming in. So I can dig it. One final card, Spirit. All right, maybe there's two. It seems like victory is coming in. It could be from a time distance or a physical distance, but there's something, your ships are coming in. They're not on the horizons just this second, but you have victory and validation. And it seems like there's a big choice and change that's happening, but it's highly in your benefit. So I'm not even going to knock it. I think it's great. You're embracing the emotional strife, getting the work done, and evolving. If you have questions about booking your own personal reading, don't forget the email address below or find me on any social platform. Definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I hope that this reading finds you well. I hope you have an amazing day. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you are greatly loved and appreciated.